Have you ever paused and truly asked yourself, how much time do I have left? It's a question that hits differently after 70. It's not about fear. It's about awareness, about realizing that time isn't something we can waste anymore. Because now, every moment feels more vivid. Every sunrise feels more sacred. Every heartbeat feels like a reminder that we're still here, still alive, still writing our story. And while we can't see the number of days we have left, our bodies are constantly sending us signals, whispers that tell us how well we're aging, clues that can reveal whether we're on the path to a long, meaningful life or slowly drifting toward decline. What if I told you there are 7 signs real researched and powerful that can give you insight into your own future? They're not dramatic, they're not obvious, but they are real. And once you learn to recognize them, you'll have the ability to make changes that matter. Changes that can help you live longer, live stronger, and most importantly, live better. So take a deep breath. This is not just a video. This is a quiet conversation between you and the version of yourself that wants to thrive. Let's begin with something you do every single day. You stand up from a couch, a bed, a chair. But here's the question. How do you stand up? Can you do it without using your hands? Can you rise smoothly in one motion without wobbling? This tiny, everyday movement says more about your longevity than you might believe. Doctors call it the sit-to-stand test. And in study after study, they've discovered that the ease with which you stand is tied to your muscle, strength, balance, and even brain function. It might seem like nothing, but if you find yourself bracing on armrests, using momentum, or needing multiple attempts, your body is telling you, we're not as strong as we used to be. But strength is not gone. It's just waiting to be rebuilt. And the beautiful truth is, you can rebuild it. Start small. Practice standing from a chair 5 times a day, hands crossed over your chest. Use support if needed, but don't stop. Over time, your legs will remember. Your posture will lift, and you'll stand taller not just in body, but in confidence, because how you rise is often how you'll face what's ahead. Now let's talk about something most people overlook, your voice. Not just how you sound, but what your voice says about your health. Your voice is powered by breath, by coordination between your lungs, muscles, nerves, and brain. So ask yourself, has your voice become weaker in recent years? Do you get tired Do you avoid long conversations because it feels exhausting to speak? This isn't just aging. This is your body signaling a drop in respiratory function or even early neurological changes. But there's hope, because your voice is a muscle, and it can be trained. Try reading aloud every day even, for just 5 minutes. Sing along to music you love. Practice controlled breathing exercises, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. Each breath strengthens your lungs. Each word strengthens your presence. Because your voice is how you stay connected to yourself, to others, to life, and it deserves to be heard. Let me ask you something deeper now. Are you still curious? Do you still want to learn something new? To discover, explore, ask questions? Or have you started to pull back, thinking there's nothing new left to see? Curiosity is not for the young. It's for the living. When curiosity fades, the mind starts to close. But when curiosity grows, the brain lights up, creating new pathways, keeping you sharp and inviting joy into your day. You don't need to learn calculus or speak Italian, but do try something. Watch a documentary. Plant a new flower. Ask your granddaughter about a new song. Ask why. More often, be open to saying, I don't know, but I'd love to learn. Because when the brain is curious, it's alive. Now, here's a surprising one. Your sense of smell, yes, your nose, may reveal more about your health than you ever imagined. Research has shown that a fading sense of smell in older adults is often an early indicator of cognitive decline. It's not a diagnosis, but it is a signal, because the part of your brain that processes smell is directly connected to memory and emotion. If those connections begin to weaken, smell is often the first thing to change. So ask yourself, Have you noticed your coffee doesn't smell the same? That food tastes more bland. That flowers or cologne feel distant. Don't panic. Just take action. Re-engage your senses. Smell spices, herbs, citrus. Go outside and breathe in nature. Cook with intention. And if needed, see a doctor for a checkup, because your nose may be quietly protecting your mind. Now, let's go even deeper to something we all face. If you talk about stress, and more specifically how we carry it after 70, do you often feel overwhelmed? Are you still holding on to old regrets or worries? Do small problems feel heavier than they used to? Chronic stress may be silent, but it is deadly. It raises blood pressure, weakens the immune system, accelerates aging in every cell, and steals your joy. But you have the power to fight back, not with medicine, but with presence, with intention. Start with small rituals. Breathe slowly in the morning before checking the news. Take walks in silence. Write in a journal. Pray. Talk to someone who listens without judgment. Let go of what no longer serves you. Forgive, even if the other person never says sorry. Forgive for you, because when stress leaves the body, life rushes back in. Let's talk now about your relationship with food. Not just what you eat, but how you eat. After 70, many people lose their appetite. Food becomes routine. Eating becomes a task, not a joy. But here's the truth. Appetite is a mirror, a reflection of your internal energy. If you've stopped enjoying food, it could mean more than you think. It may signal nutrient deficiencies, depression, weak digestion, muscle loss, or early illness. But you can rekindle that spark. Start by eating with presence. Choose whole, colorful foods. Use herbs and spices. Play music while you cook. Set the table, even if it's just for you. Food is love. It's connection. It's fuel for the years ahead. So don't just eat to stay alive. Eat to come alive. Finally, let's talk about the most important sign of all. Connection. Human connection. Are you still talking to someone every day? Are you laughing? Hugging? Because loneliness, my friend, is no joke. It's a hidden epidemic among older adults. And it is just as dangerous as smoking. But it's never too late to reconnect. Call an old friend. Write a letter to someone who once mattered. Join a book club. Attend a service. Start a small routine with some tea on Tuesdays. A phone call every Sunday. Because one real relationship can save your life. Let me ask you now gently and honestly. Which of these signs is your body giving you? Which whispers are you ready to finally hear? Don't ignore them. They are not warnings. They are invitations to live, to grow, to rise. You are still here, still breathing, still writing your story, and you get to choose right now how the next chapter begins. So walk stronger, speak with power, feed your body well, calm your thoughts, connect with people, and stay curious, because longevity isn't just how long you live, it's how fully you live. If you've stayed with me to this point, type "still alive" inside in the comments. Let us know that your fire is still burning. And if this video touched you, sir, like it, subscribe. Help us grow a community where wisdom, age, and hope are celebrated, not hidden. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are still the author of your life. And I can't wait to read the next page.